New this afternoon, a CDC advisory panel agrees with the FDA. People with weakened immune systems should get a third dose of the coronavirus vaccine. The FDA gave emergency use authorization for the booster shots yesterday. And today I talked to one of the area's top doctors about the significance of this move and the added urgency for some people to get the booster in light of the Delta variant. This latest move expands emergency use of the COVID-19 vaccine for those who've received 2 doses of the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine. The booster is recommended for those with compromised immune systems. TMC University Health Executive Chief Clinical Officer says the move makes sense.
Yeah, and I think this is a big deal because this is a group that we know didn't have the same level of response as those of us who are not immunocompromised. And we've also know that we've seen some breakthrough infection.
Organ transplant patients are at the top of that list to qualify for a third dose. Some cancer patients and those on certain medications also qualify. If there's any question if you should get a booster, ask your doctor. It is recommended you wait a minimum of 28 days after your second shot before getting a booster. But with the more contagious Delta variant in our community, Dr. Steele says there is added urgency.
I certainly would recommend individuals who fall into those categories to go ahead and get that booster shot as soon as they can. I think it's a big boost for folks who do have immunocompromising conditions, and hopefully we'll give them some additional peace of mind.
Now, if you initially got the Moderna vaccine, you should get the Moderna booster shot. And if you got Pfizer's vaccine, stick with Pfizer. A CDC advisory committee meeting today will be releasing more guidance for healthcare providers.
We're following the rate of new COVID-19 cases in Kansas and Missouri. Right now, the percentage of tests coming back positive in Missouri is holding steady at 14.5%. In Kansas, the positivity rate is down slightly at 10.4%. This afternoon, a federal judge says the CDC's eviction will stay in place, at least for now. That decision came after various landlords asked the court to block it. This is a moratorium. The judge did not make it clear she thinks the moratorium is illegal, but she says her hands are tied because of a past appellate court ruling. The moratorium is in place until October 3rd.
Today, Missouri Governor Mike Parson is facing a lawsuit.
People without jobs are suing after Parson made the decision to strip federal unemployment benefits. Investigative reporter Matt Fleener is in Harrisonville. He spoke with a woman who's struggled since last year to find a decent job.
This former psychiatric care facility in Harrisonville is shut down.
I would just walk to work. It's right there.
It's where Charlene Chastain would walk to work every day.
They just told us one day that we're moving the residents to different facilities.
After losing her job at the facility, Chastain had her monthly medicines covered by unemployment benefits.
And this is the Eliquis.
That is until June.
Continuing these problems only worsens.
When Missouri Governor Mike Parson announced Missouri would no longer pay extra pandemic unemployment benefits approved by Congress.
I have 23 grandchildren. What do I say when we go to birthday parties and grandma don't have a present? I mean, what do you say to a 5-year-old?
I think the governor wanted to believe that we were past COVID.
Missouri Jobs with Justice has filed a lawsuit, the organization demanding federal benefits get reinstated.
Pulling the rug out from workers and from families doesn't bring stability. It doesn't benefit anybody. It just creates chaos in a lot of people's lives.
People just don't understand.
Chastain says she's looking for work similar to her old job. In the meantime, she hopes the lawsuit could help.
You know, people want to work, but they have to have a job that will pay their bills.
We emailed Governor Parson's spokeswoman, but we have not heard back. In Harrisonville, Matt Fleener, KMBC 9 News.
We checked. Workers in Kansas are still eligible for federal unemployment benefits.